The Podical sound.
Podcast, you can't win. Talking a good game, you can't win. Topics never lame, you can't win. Win.
Watch your average Joseph. Marvelous.
It's ridiculously funny, but funny.
Welcome back to the best no judgment zone space in the world, because neither one of us have any law degrees. I am Marvelous, aka the midget Idris, and he is
Tie-dye Joseph, man.
Tie-dye
Joseph. Come on, man. You know how we do.
and we are the Podical
Sons, baby.
Let's start the show.
Oh, before we get it on and cracking, if you have not already voted, or I'm not saying voted. Yeah, we already presidents of this thing.
Yeah.
If you have not yet participated in the Sons 150 giveaway, what are you waiting for, man? Listen, we got our sponsors on deck. PK Studios. The Zua bracelets.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
Right? Pioneer Gangs. We got Delicious Products.
CMOS.
We got CMOS. And
King Aqua.
King Aqua just hit us up today and said he would like to donate 2 cases, not one, 2 cases, 2 t-shirts, right? And of course, Supreme Clientele, man. And I love these guys, man, because they support what we do and we support what they do, not because they're part of the Black community, but this shit is dope. Like this shit is dope. You know what I mean? And that's the bottom line about it.
Well, we appreciate people who can do the work.
Yes.
And it's the quality and the quality assurance that we get from the peoples and the feedbacks that is stand the test of time.
Yes.
I haven't heard a bad complaint about Delicious, CMOS, definitely Supreme Clientele clothing.
Yes.
The PK stuff is definitely where it's at. So I mean, if you're official,
you're official.
We'll rock with you.
We'll rock with you, man. And it's so funny because I did a little gathering for my birthday, and amongst the alcohol, I had bottles of King Aqua, and everybody who had a bottle of water was like, "Yo, where'd you get that water from?" To the point where I went to my sister's about 2 days ago, and he's like, "You want some water?" I said, "Yeah." You know what? They gave me a King Aqua bottle. I was like, shit. You know what I mean? Not only does a good word go a long way, but when the product speaks for itself.
Yeah, the proof is in the pudding, man.
The proof is in the pudding, man.
Most definitely.
So remember, IG, find us, Podical Sons 150 giveaway. And we're gonna go hard with it this week. I think we got about 1 more week left of the promotion. And oh shit, I almost forgot, man. Usual Suspects. I can't forget those dudes, man.
Oh yes, no, social kill me.
I can't.
Social kill me and blame it on me too.
Right, I can't forget those dudes, man, because they rock with us from day one. I'm a big fan of the music. That's why I do as much as I possibly can on the management side. And sometimes I feel like it's not enough, but they understand that the things that I do outside of just regular management, and they rock with us and they support us 100%. So we're showing love where love is due. And that's about it, man. So that's enough of me rambling on with the church announcements. What's going on, family?
We're good, man. We back. We
back.
We outside. We outside.
Jazz hands.
We in the studio. I know a lot of people was talking reckless. Some people was talking reckless. Somebody said if I went down with COVID, and then somebody asked me and stuff, whatever, if I was somebody asked me if I was in Argentina, because one of my peoples and stuff was in Argentina.
Right.
My dudes I'm cool with.
Yeah.
So they're like, yo, if your right hand is here and stuff, whatever, and you're not recording your podcast, are you in Argentina? You got COVID in Argentina? I was like, I'm going to plead the fifth on that one, and I'm going to fall back like I lost my balance. So I left it like that.
Thanks for y'all who rock with us on the stereo side of things.
Yeah.
Of course, the YouTube side of things. And of course, the regular podcast. We keep it going. We keep it moving.
Stereo is fun.
It's fun. It is fun, man.
Stereo is fun.
It's fun.
I dig stereo. So yes, we're on stereo as well. Podicalsons.com. Everywhere where you can find our podcast, iHeartRadio, Apple, Google, we there. The Podical Sons podcast.
We are there, man. We put it in.
We are here. We're blessed 151 and counting.
And counting. We putting in work in, and the results are showing, most definitely.
So yeah, man. So let's go, man. So let's get to this poll real quick. So we had 2 polls.
Yes.
And the other poll was not really a poll. It was like an anniversary little spin-off and thing. We just to see, like, because we talked about the slapping.
Yes, we did.
The slapping and everything like that. And y'all are aggressive. Both of y'all niggas is different kind of aggressive where you guys just want to bitch smack everybody. My list ain't that long.
Right.
But then I started thinking about it like later that night, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, no. And then Ben kept shooting out more names and stuff, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, what about this person and that person? I was like, I want to add them to the list too.
The more I started to really sit down and process, I was like, damn, yeah, a slap could go that way. A slap could go over there too.
No consequences.
No consequences.
So I wasn't mad at that.
Nah.
So yeah, it was to whoever you have name, and you can still list them and stuff, whatever, in the comment in the description of this episode as well.
Why not?
The other one, if your child became a zombie, could you kill them?
Shit, I shot that nigga the first week.
Yo, 80%. Man, I said, I understand the 20%. I was on the heavy side because my thing and stuff is that, like, yo, this is my child.
Right.
I love him.
Right.
I only have one.
Yes.
And I'm looking at, like, at the present time when he's converting over to turn into zombie, I have to think to myself, oh my gosh, my baby, you know?
Yeah.
Treat like a movie. I can't believe this is happening to my baby. But I have to be real.
You gotta be real.
Is there a cure out at this time when my baby is now doing, changing over?
Yeah.
If not, Junior, you have to hold this bullet in your dome.
You don't have to hold this bullet right now. It's at that point, it's really got like it's got to be like a
it's a mercy kill.
A psychological conditioning. That is no longer your child.
But some people won't let go.
That is no longer your child. That is a zombie. That is a zombie.
When I used to watch Walking Dead like that,
right?
The governor dude, he had his daughter. His daughter was a zombie.
Right.
And he kept her up in the closet and everything and stuff like that. And I think it was Dredd. It was Michonne. Michonne is the one who lopped off her head and stuff, whatever, right? And I'm looking like, yo, this one was wild. But I'm like, how long he could have had that little girl in there for? And yo, if there's no cure like in the right then and now, let it go.
No,
let it go.
You gotta let it go.
You're not doing yourself justice.
No, not at that point.
So yeah, 80%. 80% say
right,
yes,
okay,
man.
Okay.
So y'all ain't killers, y'all smart folks. Y'all riders.
Yes.
Y'all riders.
Don't. There's no guilt on your hands.
So a lot has happened in the world. Well, the world is a lot is always going on in the world.
Yeah. This is where you choose to put your focus, really.
Primaries are coming back up in America.
Okay.
Primaries are coming back up. The 2021 primaries. And here we have election time right around the corner and stuff for September 20th.
Yeah.
September 20th. I'm not going to ask you who you vote for. I'm not going to do that. My ideal of the masked politician, do you think it would have been applicable? So for the folks at home, I said, let's have a voting system similar to like the Masked Singer.
Right.
We don't know who the fuck they are. We don't know what the fuck they look like. We just hear straight policies.
We're basing everything on policy.
Straight policies.
Right. No biases.
At the very end, when you say the winner is such and such, this is where you reveal the politician.
Right.
So then therefore, we're just going by the policies.
Yes.
We don't know who, what, and all the above. So if we vote for a gay person, congratulations, that's our first gay leader in the world. I don't think, there's no gay leaders in the world.
Not that I can think of.
Right. Or if this person is unidentified, is that what the terminology is? I don't want to. When they don't have no sex.
Right.
When they want to claim gender and stuff like that. That be that. The person be black. The person be Indian.
Could be anyone.
The person be Asian.
Could be anyone.
It's you're voting them on their policies.
On their policies.
I feel like a lot of the jargon that's going around, especially like in Canada,
Right.
the policies don't see too far off from each other. So
No.
I was like, I knew, because you know what it is? My boy said this to me the other day. He said, the reason why Canadians know more about American politics compared to Canadian politics, because American politics are fucking taming.
Oh shit, 100%.
So that's why the people focus and stuff well off on that side.
Yeah.
And I was looking at stuff and saying, when they came to the US side, when they came to presidential,
Right.
the policies was all around COVID. Everything was around COVID.
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter that much.
Right.
COVID.
Right.
Same thing in every damn country in the world.
Yeah.
So the policies are going to say the same thing, because they're going to be like, where the money in the budget when most of the countries in the world shut down.
Yes.
And some of the money went to the shutdown thing. So it's the same.
Yeah.
It seems monotonous right now. I think I always said, like, come 2 weeks or so before, there's going to be some kind of scandal or something kind of spicing up.
Something
to kind of just be like, oh, okay.
But you want to throw that the Governor Cuomo in there in part of that, because that was leading up to this point.
Yo, these assholes at work are saying, no Cuomo.
No Cuomo.
Now I'm like, you guys stop saying no homo. It's no Cuomo. So now there's this lady. She works in another department. She wore like a nice little summer dress, right?
Yeah.
I seen her when I was walking in. I'm like, I just said, you look nice with your dress on.
Right.
Right. And I was telling somebody else that I seen her. I'm like, oh, such and such had a nice little dress. It had like a different kind of, it looked like roses.
Right.
But they look like metal roses or something like that on the sundress.
Yeah.
So I'm like, she look nice. I told her she looks nice in her dress. So the guy said, oh, did you say no Cuomo? So I'm like, because other than that, that's a me too right there. So I was like, oh shit. So I went back. I seen her later in the day, like, yo, my bad, no Cuomo. She's like, what? I'm like, no Cuomo. Like, the governor. And she's like, for what? I'm like, I gave you a compliment on your dress. I don't want you years later saying that's sexual harassment. Right. Putting on you and stuff, whatever. That Marvin guy's an asshole. Oh my gosh, I felt so violated. No.
Let the record show.
I said no Cuomo.
He said no Cuomo.
I said no Cuomo.
He said no Cuomo. End of the argument.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like the politic dance stuff, whatever. But I told you guys. Yeah. I said it. I said, let Trump step out. This shit gonna be boring. Sleepy Joe fell asleep on the Israeli leaders and stuff the other day. Crazy. I was looking like yesterday. I was like, oh man. But I'm like, Trump tried to jab back with his rallies and everything. Mm-hmm. His rallies is lit.
This is Trump. He's Trump. You know it's gonna be lit.
But he got booed finally because he was telling them they need to get vaxxed.
Nah, his people don't want to hear that. His people don't want to hear that.
They killed it. They're like, boo! He's like, I know. I'm like, nah, you can't say that. I'm like, let it go. Teflon Don, just let it go.
Yeah, you gotta let that one go.
Yo, so
it's you know what the funny thing is?
What's up?
Ever since the election of he's now the 46th president, I haven't heard anything from Camilla.
Oh, Kamala?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What are you looking for?
Like, no, like statement wise or any news about her. Like,
no, she said a few things pertaining to like the vaccines.
She said a few things pertaining to the vaccine.
Yeah, like even like I want to say a few months ago, maybe like sometime early in the summer.
Okay.
Early in the summer, and then people like they're not a fan.
Right.
Because now the world's divvied up and stuff between vaxxers and anti-vaxxers, right? So she said her piece. I guess it riled up the anti-vaxxers and everything like that. But a vice president, they do work hard.
Yes.
They're but most of the time, remember, the president, the key thing is that the president and vice president shouldn't be in the same place at the same time.
No.
Right? So it's kind of like if we lose the commander-in-chief, we have the deputy commander-in-chief to kind of step in and stuff like that. So when they kind of go down together, it's kind of situation. That's one. I'm pretty sure she's doing speeches and to and fro all the above. I want to say most of the vice presidents in history, they're not really that polarized.
Right.
I want to say if anybody is kind of polarized and stuff, it's probably like because you're controversial.
Yes.
Right? So like with Dick Cheney and the whole duck hunting thing and stuff, whatever, that's when like vice president talk will kind of pop up a little more. But other than that, it's kind of low-key, kind of basic.
I can't even begin to remember who was Bill Clinton's vice president.
Bill Clinton and Bob Dole.
Bob Dole. Yeah. Yeah.
No, my bad. It was Bill Clinton versus Bob Dole. It was Clinton and holy fuck. You see?
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
You see?
yeah, because when you said Bob Dole, I thought about it for a bit. And then it's like, nah, he was, because Bob Dole was Republican, no?
Yeah.
Right.
Vice Pres, man. Let me see. Al Gore.
Al Gore.
Internet man.
Al Gore.
Internet man. Yeah. But I don't know, man. Like, see, I feel like, my opinion, I feel like the world needs, right now, this is like every country, except for New Zealand. New Zealand, they I think they're approaching their second wave.
They're different, man.
They might be approaching their second wave.
Yeah.
New Zealand living nice over there. They living nice.
They different. They handle shit different.
They living nice over there. But I think the world needs now and stuff is, I think when it comes to policies, they need to step up more about mental health things, about how things are affecting.
Yeah.
On the Canadian side, we have to answer, or the politicians have to answer for the bodies of these Native children, these Aboriginal children,
right,
in these schools.
Yeah.
Because remember, these are reform schools. Like, fuck what I don't know what the name they call them. To me, the reform schools. You're taking
them reform schools.
Yeah, because you're making them assimilate.
They were trying to rehabilitate.
Yeah, you're trying to assimilate them into white culture back then.
Right.
You're getting them haircuts, outfits, and all this type of stuff. And it's kind of like, to me, it looks like you have a party over there, right?
Yeah.
You have a party, and you're like, yo, we're going to have this party and stuff over here, but I got to leave. Do we want the party to stop? Or you can take over and then take responsibility for the party and stuff, whatever. Now, before you step in, they already done broke this shit, fuck that shit up, turn this thing out. Are you okay with taking it over?
Yeah.
So now my thing and stuff is that to sing, O'Toole, like the other people going against. I'm like, yo, Trudeau already is like, his hole is kind of sank a type of way.
Yeah.
If you step in there, yeah, they're gonna know it's not under your thing.
Right.
But they're still gonna hold you accountable. Proof and testament, Sleepy Joe Biden.
Yes.
They're still holding Biden for everything for Afghanistan. He just got it.
Right. And
it was set before him.
And really, his whole thing was, okay, it went through so many administrations.
Absolutely.
I on my watch, I'm not gonna let it go past this one. Right. Mm-hmm. And I gotta commend them for that, because at what point are you going to stop? It wasn't making any sense now at this point.
Right.
You're gonna just leave them there? Leave these troops there to defend whatever policies that you're trying to. It's no longer your fight.
That's true. I can agree to that.
It's no longer your fight. You gotta bring these guys home. Obama campaigned on bringing these guys home.
Mm-hmm. And
that was 2 presidents ago.
Yeah, that was. And he did 8 years, right?
Yeah, he did 8 years.
And then Trump did 4. He did 4. So, I mean, that's 12 years down right there.
Right.
Right, not including the whole George Bush time and stuff, whatever as well. So that is time well spent. Time and money well spent. And the lives are accounted for. And like I said, our hearts go out to the families that were affected and involved with the whole Kabul, Taliban, and everything like that. Like, we really mean that and stuff. It's just, how do you answer for that? And that's what I'm saying, like, when we're talking like the song and dance about people, as I said, like the mental health thing, they have to push that. Because
you have to, man.
How the fuck would I want to vote for you when my great-great-grand ancestor or something like went to a reform school and was never seen again?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or even an American side and stuff, whatever. Why would I want to rock with said person and stuff, like even say to bring back Trump?
Right.
To bring back Trump and stuff, whatever. When you never shut shit down on your side, and my little nephew at that time rallied up and went over there, and then probably possibly got fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? Not saying like he was hurt physically, but mentally.
Mentally.
Right? Because you see some shit that's just a little different. there's a friend of a friend. Many moons ago, there was a relative's birthday. He was there. This guy went to Afghanistan. So this is here in Canada. We're there. It's a happy birthday thing. Like he was just upset that we were just in the kitchen. So I'm like, yo, this guy look kind of shaky. You know, look dodgy.
Right.
Something's up with my man over there. When I look, then my boy tapped me. He's like, oh, you know, he's home from Afghanistan.
Just got home.
So I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah. He's like, he's seen some things. So then I was talking to him. He's like, yeah, it just freaked him out because they normally, when they, I want to say, infiltrate a building,
right,
they don't stay that long in a room. So for us just to gather to sing happy birthday, he's already mentally fucked because he's like, in his room, they clear a room less than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So we're still there singing, how old? His man's getting nervous.
Right.
So I'm like, shit, that's a mental thing they need to work on.
And the funny thing about that, like, it's so easily for us to take these things for granted because we're not in that we haven't been in that situation.
Yes, sir.
But even from the onset, even from him getting to that place, right? The door opens, walk in, you're looking to greet people.
Yeah.
He's already sussed out the room.
This man probably gonna kill me 5 times in his head.
He sussed out the room. What exit routes it is? Like, this is something that he can't untrain himself from.
Yeah, yes, sir. So that's what I'm saying. Like, with all that, that's like, how do you help a person like that when they come back? Like, what do you do to a person like that? What if this was your child? Now, whatever, you feel like you gave your child to the government.
Yeah.
And you feel like the government needs to help your child to kind of come back to you.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, you're like, all right, here you go. Now my child came back as all types of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Right.
And everything. What do you do to that?
Yeah.
What do you do with it?
You're not trained.
Exactly.
You're not trained for that.
You're not trained for that. Yeah, you're just living a normal day-to-day life and stuff for where, like, if you have your kids, you raise your kids and they eventually provide for themselves, and rest is history. So I see it, I feel it, man. I feel it. I just said, like, the politics and policies, they don't differ from each other because I want to say we've had a lot of the same kind of issues. Like I said, Black Lives Matter,
right,
COVID,
right.
A lot of countries had their hand into Afghanistan and stuff like that. So the policies, they're not too far off from each other. Then you had the fine-tune stuff that identify like your country and everything.
Right.
Where do you go from there? So far, I haven't seen anything yet. And you're going to have your people that stick with their, can I say oak in this one? Because or their parties. They got people just going to rock with their parties and stuff for regardless.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I mean, it's just like you're saying. It's like, at this point, does it really matter? Because the policies all seem the same throughout all the parties. So it's not like anybody's speaking anything different to detract you from who you are already with.
Correct. The only thing that matters right now is these milk crate challenges. Let's talk. Let's go. Tell me how you really feel, Smooth, because these things do not sit well with you. We're in like a different type of group chat. And
I'm just in utter disbelief.
All right.
With how
I'll be your shrink today.
You want to be my shrink today? Please, Marv. Please, Marv.
Let me get my notepad together. Go ahead.
First of all, who comes up with these challenges? Right?
Idle, what? The Devil's Playground is Idle Hands? So what is it? Idle Hands is Devil's Playground?
Idle Hands is the Devil's Playground.
All right, go ahead.
Right?
Answer that one.
See, so you got to figure out, the first person to come up with the challenge, he decides that he's going to conquer the balancing of milk crates.
Yeah.
I can just imagine him sitting down with his boy, smoking a fat joint and saying, I used to stand on milk crates when I was a kid. 2 is all I could reach. But imagine a world where I can form a pyramid of milk crates. And after I form the pyramid of milk crates, you see, what I originally think, Marv,
fire,
is this dude just want to be on top of the world. You know what I mean? Get on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. In the middle of this pyramid milk crate.
Just get a ladder and climb a tree.
Could have got a ladder and climbed the tree. But then he got, advantageous and said, hey, let me see if I can just go as easy down the other side as I came up the first side.
So, okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Who comes up with more ideas, more stupid ideas by sex? Men or women?
I'm going to have to say men on this.
You're going to say men?
I'm going to
say men.
I'm going to have to say men on this.
I'm going to say men too.
Right?
It's just that I feel like there could have been, here's my thing.
Right.
A lot of things revolve around a woman. And I don't mean this in a bad way.
No.
I feel like war started over vagina. Yo, like the king wanted to keep getting vagina, but his queen is saying, I like that land over there. They have pretty marigolds.
Yeah.
I wish we had a land where we had pretty marigolds. Oh, clearly you're not king enough where we get marigolds. He wants to go conquer that place to go get marigolds for his woman. I feel like there's a muse behind this inspiration.
You think there's a muse behind
this? There's a muse.
There's gotta be something. I don't know what it is, Marv.
Because my thing and stuff is this. What do I get after I cross this? Like, am I promised like the baddest chick in the world? Am I promised like a bag of money? What am I promised? Just the bragging rights?
And this is why I say the first dude to do it just wanted to stop on the middle of the crate and say, hey, I conquered the world. He wanted that bragging right.
Right.
Something along the lines when he was coming back down made him say, holy shit, that shit was difficult as I thought it was. Then the other dude he was smoking weed with was like, I could do that shit.
Yeah.
I could do that shit. Then he went up, probably conquered it too and came back down. Now, I'm trying to figure out.
This shit don't look that easy.
Bro.
Yo, but that's what I'm saying. People can talk reckless. Go ahead.
Bro. Because the middle stack has got to be what? 10 high?
Yeah.
Now, my thing is, right?
I'm thinking about all the falls I didn't see.
We know some things are just look dope. Other people want to repeat it.
Yeah.
Right? Nothing looks dope about this. It just looks like somebody trying to come up one side and go down the next. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think what started catching on was the fact that not everybody has good balance. So it's like, am I one of those people with good balance or not? Let me try. But then
there's better ways to do that. Safer ways.
And safer ways to do that. And I'm saying to myself, okay, after you've seen the first 3 or 4 motherfuckers tumble and fall and break their neck.
Right.
What still possessed you to want to go do this challenge?
It's a smooth therapy session, folks. Just to let you know. He's just venting. He's just venting.
I don't get it. I don't get how some things become trends and other things don't.
I think, you know what it is? I think it's a simple sense of belonging. This is where we were talking about primal instincts and all that type of stuff.
Right.
It's tribal.
Right.
And I want to say, we need that togetherness and stuff as human beings.
Yes.
Right? But I want to say that every now and then, a pack of individuals and stuff, whatever, they want to stand out from the pack. They want to let you know I'm unique because of not the attributes, but of like, I guess, physicality.
Okay.
Whatever, right? I want to say NBA, like those pro type of athletes, type of sports and everything like that, can show you that on that level. But they're like, no. Other people are like, no, I know I'm an elitist.
Right.
I will show you why I'm an elitist.
Right.
I will tell you why. Because people will tell you like, oh, I call it the Uncle Rico thing. And from Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
If coach would have put me in, would have been state champs. Like some Al Bundy, Polk High shit.
Polk High
right?
shit.
I'm gonna let you know I'm an elitist.
Yes.
Fuck what you say. Some people have proof that they're an elitist. And then some people and stuff, they're like, I still got it in me. And they feel good like that. It's like some dude, I know a dude in a relationship, fully in a relationship and stuff like that. He's like, he doesn't talk to random chicks to cheat.
Okay.
He talks to random chicks to see if he still got it.
He still got it.
We still got it.
Yeah.
To see like he's an elitist. But I'm like, you've won already.
Right.
You have your boo thing.
Yeah.
You don't need to prove
You
anything.
don't
But
need
he's
to
like,
prove
nah.
anything.
If coach would have put me in, would have been state champs. Like, that shit's just still in their head. I was like, let it go. Some people just can't let some shit go.
Let it go, man.
And when these crates let go, like, yo, I seen some breaks, some snaps. I was like, yo, I seen one person, I thought they were going to be paraplegic.
Yo, but Marv, it's not even like we're like, it's like maybe like a 50-50, a 60-40. I maybe probably only seen 10 to 20% successful rate.
Yeah, the success rate is low.
Right?
I seen one girl stunning heels. Didn't do it. I was like, I am not mad at it. I question it. I'm not going to do it. I have no plans of doing it.
I have no plans.
I just know it just rubs a lot of people the wrong way.
Well, I mean,
Somebody said, when did black people start doing Caucasian stuff? First and foremost, we've been doing people things.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah, regardless.
regardless. Because there's black people that snowboard. Okay? So,
Yeah.
and it's not a Caucasian thing.
Yeah. Regardless.
Mhm.
I mean, at this point, it's like Amazon selling milk crates.
Why do you blame them?
Milk crates is, like, if I'm a milk crate manufacturer, I'm happier than a pig in a pile of mud.
I see one person in India, they tried doing like some other kind of thing. I'm like, those ain't official milk crates, man.
Those are not the crates.
I was like, those ain't the crates,
Those are not
man.
the crates, bro.
I can do those things in my sleep. But you see, it's the same shit. Come in my head like, I can do that shit. I was like, no. Yo, when does the reality kick in? There's this movie back in the day. What was it called? B13? Something like that. It's like a French parkour kind of movie.
Okay.
There's one part in the movie where the man jumped inside the passenger side of the car with the windows down.
Yeah.
Jumped in and drove off, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I can do that. I was like, and I was looking at him like, I looked at everybody's car. I'm like, can I do an Integra? I was like, nah. When it's low enough in my height and my velocity.
Right.
I can do that shit.
Right.
And I was like, or I could end up never walking ever again the rest of my life.
Ever
and it was
again.
like, the dumbass accomplishment of being a paraplegic. Decisions. I mean, it's easy to fuck to make for me, but clearly for other people, it's not. Right? And I think the one dude that did it, who did it rolling a blunt, going up and smoking it, coming down, the man selling shirts. I went on his Instagram page. He's like, yo, who got crates? It's like, who got next? I was like, this guy. But, yo, we gonna pray for y'all. Y'all be safe. Please stop this. Stop the madness.
It's just, you're not gaining anything out of it. Like I said, I've only seen 10 to 20% success rate from these challenges, and I've seen a lot of fucked up people from these crates. And these crates could care less.
Yeah. Salute to all the milk crates out there.
Salute to all the milk crates out there, man.
You gotta give them a shout out.
Listen, man, listen.
Yo, you been entertaining the net.
Listen. Milk crates went from carrying milk to becoming ghetto hoops.
DJ records.
To becoming DJ record holders.
10-hour challenges. Milk crates can't die.
They out here, man. They out here. They're repurposing themselves.
Milk crates like baby kids. We don't die. We multiply.
They're just steadily repurposing. They're reinventing themselves every time out.
Yo, I see no harm in that.
I see no harm in that, man.
Salute to
like
milk
I said,
crates.
as a milk crate manufacturer, I'm tickled pink, bro.
I wanted to talk about the Brittany Renner and PJ Washington thing. Everybody's saying Brittany Renner, she finessed Charlotte Hornets, PJ Washington. I don't see the finesse.
Right.
Do you feel sorry for him?
Nah.
So, okay, so for the story, for the folks that don't know, Brittany Renner is a young woman who wrote a tell-all book on how many celebrities she slept with.
Yeah.
Right? To some people, she's for the streets. PJ Washington, and I'm seeing her, sometimes one man can change the world.
Sometimes.
And then there's The Weeknd. The Weeknd had that song that, you belong to the Yo, like I feel like there's some chicks and some men too.
Some men too.
They just belong to the world.
Right.
So I'm looking at them, I was like, yeah. And then when I heard they were together, I was like, clearly he was living in another country.
Yeah.
He was living under a rock.
He's clueless.
I was like, this gorgeous ass chick, yes, you are an NBA player.
right.
Yes, you might only want to, now you're in a caliber where you can fuck a chick with a blue check.
Right.
And everything like that for verified.
Yeah.
Right? But all things is glitter is not gold. Now, she was married. She was with him.
Right.
After she had a baby, she filed for divorce.
How long? Yeah, about how long? I
After
guess
the baby?
maybe a year and a half they've been married for, or
Something like that. Something
Okay.
short like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And little man came. The little man's probably like maybe 2-3 months
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
Right? And she filed for divorce. Now, rumor has it that they said she's trying to take him for like $200K a month. That's not NBA player's salary because remember, all these courts go by what you make, right?
And he's what? He's
on a rookie contract
Rookie
and
contract.
he's on a rookie contract and stuff, whatever. So he'll make a couple of mil for the year.
Right.
So the $200K and stuff, whatever, that's a stretch.
Super stretch.
Yeah. I don't see that happen. No species before.
Yeah. It's not like this guy's a total star. He's got like commercials and all that ad money coming in. No,
Right. Because the courts look at all of that.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Straight
right?
contract money.
The people forget that the courts out here exists.
Yeah.
Because people hold court in streets, right? So I'm looking at this whole situation. I'm like, and I do not feel sorry for this young man. I don't feel sorry for him. Do
No.
you feel sorry for him?
I don't feel sorry for these young men.
I feel a butt coming up.
Simply for the fact that
Oh, okay.
that this is the game. It's not like others before you have not experienced this or have not got themselves caught up in this, right? The woman that you decided to get involved with, you know she is known. You know she is known for dating high-profile men. And she ain't dating them just because.
Smooth Samuels, folks. Smooth Samuels. High profile men.
She ain't dating them because they're good guys.
Right.
No. She dating them because they can provide a certain lifestyle. They have a certain notoriety. And the fact that at the end of the day, she's going to get something out of it. Right? So your whole thing is you supposed to hook up and run. Double, maybe throw on a third. Boot. So you don't get that lawsuit and run. You're not supposed to wife a chick like that.
If I hit it one time, then I like her. If I hit it 2 times, then I wife her.
So you think that might have been it?
It ain't safe. It ain't safe for the I mean, I'm always a fan of like when I hear stuff like this.
Yeah.
Because it gets me curious and stuff like as a man, I'm like, what does this chick do to throw you off of your game? You have a game plan in there.
Right.
Say you see set woman, right? You're single.
Yeah.
You see set woman and you know set woman said, you know what? It's about to go down tonight. Right? If you're going there, I'm assuming you might go there with a condom.
Yeah.
So you have your plan of action already.
Right.
Or even if you choose not to go in condom, you choose violence over peace. I always say that. Because I was like, you're choosing violence if you're just going in there just raw dog, whatever. You're going to spray.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, it's where your life will go after certain type of things, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So if you're choosing violence, if you're going to choose to shoot the club up and stuff, whatever, you still have a plan of action. Because you're saying, yes, you're going to go in there and stuff with them. Now, what do you do with your plan after? A plan with no execution is a hallucination.
Yes.
Say you go in the raw dog. Are you shooting the club up? You have 2.5 seconds before the end of the sex for men to realize, are you going to make her into a Twinkie with the cream inside or a toaster strudel with the cream on the outside? Hey! Sometimes toaster strudels is hot, you know?
Strudel it is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like not every woman is meant to be a Twinkie.
I remember watching an episode of Ray Donovan.
Yeah.
Right? And one of his handling jobs was I believe the dude was a basketball player.
Oh, with the chick who gave head and then she spit it out.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and the conversation that was being held was like, "Well, did you nut in her?" And he's like, "Nah, man, I'm smarter than that." He goes, "Did she give you head?" "Yeah." "Did you ejaculate?" "Yeah." He goes, "You fool." And I'm saying, But the thing is,
Turkey baster.
she spit that shit out in the condom, tied up that condom, later on to turkey base herself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying, damn, these women will do anything for a come up. But then in the episode, it was like, nah, dog. It's just not only the woman part of the scheme. It's like,
oh, the limo driver was there.
Right.
'Cause he was reading the paper outside the hall. So when she put the thing, she said, "I'm gonna order us more champagne." Put it outside with the sperm on ice. Put it in the cooler, and then Ray.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
The bigger picture of this is that when you know you're gonna be in a position to get a bag from one of these people, other people start wanting to be involved to get a piece of that bag,
Absolutely.
right? So I'm at the point where, listen, man, you guys know what's happening. There's actually they've got some teams have actually got counseling for rookies.
Right. So, but I was going to ask you about that now. Now, are we holding, like, who do we hold responsible for, like, situations and stuff like this? Because this game has been sold to millions.
Yes.
If you're, I don't even think you're, I don't want to say a kid in the hood. I want to say if you're an athlete,
Right.
they'll tell you, like, you know, be careful these fast-ass girls, or, you know, such and such, don't do anything to ruin your possible career,
Right.
or hold back your future, and all
Right.
the above.
Right.
This has been said to you before. Now, you landed to a team, an
Yeah.
NBA team,
Yeah.
and they're having this and stuff, whatever. How many times do you need to be told this?
Well, this is why I'm saying. This is why I don't feel sorry for you.
Okay.
This is why I don't. This is why I don't feel
Alright.
sorry.
Ding,
for
ding,
Duke.
ding, ding, ding,
Because
ding, ding.
the streets is telling you. Your mama probably telling you.
Yeah.
Your mama definitely telling you. Your mama telling you.
My mom said, "Don't watch these careless gals."
Right?
Yeah.
Right? And then when you get into the position of being an NBA player, among them trying to teach you about financings, they're also teaching you how to avoid these potential pitfalls. So now, if you get in this coaching and you still go out there and fall into the pit, did you really fall into it or did you walk into it?
All right. And see, my thing is, so I think you actually walked into them. Like, and that's the reason why I'm like, there's so many things that's like preventative.
Yeah.
That they kind of put in the way, right? Like, the biggest preventative thing for me, I'm not gonna lie to you, is to not wife her
Right.
in the situation is that book. Is that book.
She wrote a book.
Here's my thing. You have your past. I have my past. Right?
Right.
Are you gonna do a tell-all? Say you even like might have 2 celebrities under your belt.
Okay.
Would you still rather do a tell-all to tell about the situation and stuff like that? This tell-all does nothing for you. It might publicize and stuff that you're out there doing it and stuff. And some
Yeah.
people might try to look for the allure.
Right.
But I'm like, where the world is right now, or quote unquote, where I want to say people are still trying to slut shame.
Yeah.
Why would you do that to yourself? As a guy. It just as a guy, not even her.
Yeah.
Why would you want to put yourself in that type of predicament? If you're doing anything for the buck, run the OnlyFans.
Run all the fans. Yeah.
And they got extended too. So they're pushing their shit back
Right.
for the banning thing. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing that always kind of scratches my head. So I was like, we've had so many preventative things and stuff before. You're walking into the pitfall, like you're saying. So I don't feel sorry for him. And people are going after Brittany and stuff like that. Like one dude, what did one dude say? He's like, yo, we knew she's been a hoe and everything like that. But I'm like, yo, people can change. And the dude said to me, he's like, Michael Jordan is still known as the greatest basketball player ever.
Yeah.
That was in his past.
Yeah.
He's like, how many championships did Michael Jordan win today? I'm like, none. He's like, so then once a champion, always a champion. He's like, you know what? I'm done, Marv. And I was like, yo, actually, where's the lie?
With that type of logic.
Where's the lie?
With that type of logic.
Where's the lie? And it's not just like I said, it's not slut shaming or putting on black women and et cetera. But it's the thing and stuff is that like, yo, if you saying teams and stuff are out here doing that, I know a specific NBA team. I know somebody that works for an NBA team who does this.
Yeah.
You know that person too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is part of the thing and stuff that you do. So I'm like, if you still want to go blow all this money when they told you, get you an accountant, and you're like, nah, you trust Mike from the hood?
Yeah.
That's a you problem.
That's you and Mike.
That's a you and Mike problem and stuff, whatever, right? If you still want to go get all this type of, to be honest, I don't know. I always said this and stuff, whatever. I said, I don't know. I'm on the fence to say that this, if anything, who is it? One guy said, only pussy watch man. Something like that. I don't watch men, per se.
Yeah.
I just question Drake. Hear me out.
Okay.
Drake is a megastar.
Megastar.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Drake's been out for over a decade. Popping.
Yeah.
Drake has one kid.
One.
Alleged.
I was about to say this.
Allegedly,
there's something around the corner. Right. But for what we know,
one. He is claiming the one.
The one.
He is claiming the one. Right? We'll go by what he claims.
Yes.
Right? And I'm looking at this whole situation and stuff, and I'm like, I am R.B. Graham. Just saying. Riri is a woman I slept with.
Yeah.
This person, that person, Kim Kardashian, blah, 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 blah. And I'm looking at him like, yo, this man's dick is either going or it's not.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been caught up in these type of situations yet.
No.
No disrespect to PJ. Potential sky's the limit is great for everybody. I wish everybody the best and success.
Of course.
But if you're not on a megastar level, like compared to like how Drake is, right? Where we're talking about like man gets paid to go $1 million to go to venues and all type of stuff, etc. And he didn't keep this woman.
Yeah.
What did you see in her that didn't? That's what I want to know. That everybody else who let her go didn't.
Yeah.
One man's trash, another man's treasure, right? I'm not saying she's trash.
Right.
She is a good-looking woman. She's an attractive woman. Personality, when she already made her claim about the NBA players and stuff being stupid as hell, whatever, I looked at her like, where's the lie, though?
Where's the lie?
Where's the lie? I was just looking at stuff, was like, this guy had the opportunity and stuff on it, and he passed. Or this person passed.
Yeah.
What did you see that was different and stuff while these ones passed and you decided to stay? That's all I want to know from PJ's side. Because it's kind of like, you hear Mars an asshole, Mars a dirtbag, Mars a this, Mars a that, and then there's women dating me. It says like it's over 50 women dating me and stuff like that. And then I say get to the 51 woman and stuff, whatever.
Right.
She said, Marv said king. All the other 50 looking like, what the fuck you see in him?
This is true.
They want to know. I just want to know. I'm like, I need to know what the fuck you saw.
The only thing I could possibly fathom
she can squirt with her legs behind her head.
Is right. Okay. From some form of defense for dude is that prior to becoming a rookie in an NBA, you were probably only known locally within the school that you attended, within your hometown,
Right.
And known locally to those who love the game of basketball.
Right.
Because those outside of loving the game of basketball
don't know you.
Right? So you get to the point now where you become a rookie on a national team, right? You start to see all different types of women coming your way. Before, it could have just been the basic Bettys. I mean, we're not putting down any basics because some basic Betties is fire and good women. But
I like a girl next door type.
that's
the
married,
type.
to me, I married a girl next door type.
Yeah.
Right? And you now experience this fucking sex goddess Silicon Valley chick, right? She come in and she rocked the hell out of your world. Like rock the hell out of your world to the point where you could be brainwashed.
Or cooch washed.
Or cooch washed.
I know a woman to this day, she's definitely will always be in the top 5 in my world.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Yeah.
She has this Kegel technique.
Right.
And she just to tell you, she's like, shake. Her and I, we always joke. She's like, don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. I'll end it. I'll end the session. I was like, shit won't end nothing. I'm done.
I'm done.
I was like, how do you train for that? And like, yes, it's mind blowing.
It is, right.
Regardless, are you able to gather your thoughts clearly?
Yes.
You know what they say when they said, young, dumb, full of cum?
Mm-hmm.
When the cum was off the brain, are you still there? The funniest, Uncle Bunny. I love Uncle Bunny. Salute to Uncle Bunny.
Salute to Uncle Bunny.
Let me tell you what Uncle Bunny said to me one day.
Right.
I told him I'm going to move in with such and such person in the past, you know, tits.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about. Tits. All right.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, she live with you yet? I'm like, no. He's like, go home and watch one porno. I said, watch a porno? He's like, yeah. Go watch one porno and stuff. And back your fists? I guess the Jamaican word for jerking it?
Yeah.
So I'm like, why? He's like, when you're done backing your fists, if you still think she's moving with you, then yes, let her move in with you and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, this guy, he's an idiot. Maybe not that day, but the following day or something like that, whatever. She's like, bye, baby, you going home. Like, bye. Mwah. Yeah. I was like, stupid. Turned on the porn.
Yeah.
I was like, rub one out. And I was like,
Moment of clarity. Moment of clarity.
the following day?
Yeah.
Maybe it's too soon for us to like move in together.
Once you make that baby batter scatter.
Baby batter scatter. Is that a commercial?
Once you make that baby batter scatter, you think more clearly.
It was a different day.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
It was a different day. And I'm not knocking that and stuff, whatever. So I'm just saying, like, yo, these guys just need to be well aware. We'll end that PJ talk and stuff, and I'm done with that now. I have a question for you.
It's a bad predicament for the brother to be in, but I hope that
the child. I only feel sorry for the child.
For the child.
For the child, because he's making proclamations and statements about like when can he see his son? He wants to see his son and all that type of stuff.
Right.
It's for the child because the child is none the wiser to this. The child's just living life.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I feel it for the child. I do not feel it for him. You made your bed, you lay in it.
Well, when I say my hopes is that this is not something that will shut him down or make him, you know what I mean, fall back from whatever career he's supposed to have.
This will fuck with anybody's mental health.
Well, it will.
This will fuck with
it's already said and done. I mean, you can't look back, so you got to figure out how you're going to move forward.
Pick up the pieces. Yeah. I wanted to ask you, what's the difference between a woke person and a racist person?
Matter of opinion?
Is it? Because I like, this is where I'm always lost at now, whatever. Because I'm like, from this side, I want to say on this side, like I speak for all black people, excuse me. I want to say from the black side, when you're saying woke, I feel, my opinion, I feel like we're in a point where the woke types and stuff, whatever, are super pro-black.
Yeah.
And we're forgetting and stuff, whatever, that we share this planet with non-blacks.
Right.
And I feel that if you're pro-white, you forget you share the planet with non-pro-whites.
Yeah.
Or people are not white. And a lot of times, like when it comes to the woke folks and everything, I am still stuck with it. It's not where you from, it's where you at. That's one of my slogans.
Yeah.
I adapt and I agree with it and stuff to the fullest.
I agree with
if it was so great in whatever set country, you would never came to this country.
Right.
Right? Now, bringing to the present time and stuff of like, you have racist people and stuff as well. When the racist people, a lot of things that they say that I hear from racist folks, like, anybody says there's no such thing as a racist black person, they're fucking idiot.
Oh.
No. Some people, I still hear it. I still hear the claim.
You can't be racist because you're black?
You're in the minority.
Right.
You're in the minority because you can't be racist.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Slap yourself. Slap yourself hard as fuck. You can be racist.
Of course.
The definition, and if you live it and walk it, yeah, people are just in denial. And that's the river in Africa.
Right.
Right? I feel like some things and stuff that I hear some woke people say, it's not far off from a racist. That's how I feel.
See, and I think that's part and parcel the problem that I have with the term woke.
Okay, tell me. Let's talk about it.
Because if you're truly a woke person, you see that it's a systematic thing and not necessarily a personal thing.
This feels like Damon Wayans in a prison on Lemon Cover. You know the guy with all those words? Systematic. And the possibilities and the potato pies.
But it's really a systematic thing.
Right.
If you take, let's say you're a black family, right? And you adopt a white child from, let's say, the age of 2.
Can I adopt a white child from Africa? Since they always adopt black kids from Africa?
You can, wherever you want, Mark.
South Africa.
Wherever you want to adopt them from.
I want it from Johannesburg.
You adopted this child.
All right. I'm living this dream. Go ahead.
This child grows up in your culture, in your system.
My system and culture is kind of wild.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for whoever you may be that's been adopted by Sofa King Marvelous. But we're with you.
You gonna be happy. You're gonna be happy. I'm not saying that. You're not gonna starve.
You're gonna see some things.
You're just gonna see some things.
You're gonna see some things.
You might need counseling after, but you're gonna see some things.
That kid's gonna grow up, right? And be a part of your society, your culture, right? And think almost exactly like how you think.
Children mimic their parents.
Right. So then you got to understand at that point, it really has shit fuck all to do with color. It is really a systematic upbringing. Knowing that, you're supposed to be able to deal with any culture that respects you.
I agree to that. Absolutely. Because if I fly out to Turkey, I have to respect the culture and the lay of the land and all the above of Turkey. I can't treat
I'm a stranger in that land.
Yeah, I can't treat that like it's the block.
Right.
Like I'm off the block.
Right.
Yeah.
You understand? So being woke is understanding that.
Well, I guess they half woke, I guess.
And that's why I have a problem with the term woke.
Woke, okay.
Because if you're truly woke, you understand that, right? You understand that, yes, there's some white racists out there, but guess what? There's also some black racists out there. There's also some Indian racists out there. There's also some Asian racists out there. And guess what? There's also non-racists of those same particular set of people.
No, I agree. I see. This is where, okay, woke and racist, they're not too far off from each other where I feel like we're saying we don't want Justin Bieber with dreads.
Right.
We don't want a white person with dreads. Why do you want a white person with dreads? Because it's ours. We're claiming it. You know.
Yeah.
I'm like, remember, Bo Derek with the rose.
Yeah.
They came after her and stuff, whatever, with that white girls or cornrow in their hair.
Right.
The Kardashians, I think, in the past few years and stuff, whatever, rolled up their hairs and cornrows. That's our hairdo and all that type of stuff, whatever. I'm like, so we're claiming their shit. So I'm like, okay. And the white folks that say they will agree, or the racists that say they will agree.
Yeah.
Balding our heads off, playing country music With our flag is our culture. You guys shouldn't be doing that. So now when a black person is going bald, you got to get that brother a toupee because he's doing white shit now because he has a bald head now. And that's their thing.
I want for all the black people who've been claiming dreadlocks as our thing to tell me if they believe the first set of cavemen were combing their hair. It's like,
actually,
it's like, how do you come up with this notion that it was just one culture that decided that they're not going to comb the hair, they're going to let it not naturally. Now, a lot of people will say, hey, well, it's due to the texture of our hair why it kinks and goes into dreads. But listen, man, I've seen a lot of bums on the street. They ain't put a comb in their hair
they're locking up.
Decades.
And they locking up.
Their hair locks up, right? So you can't say this is our thing. You can say we made a style out of unkempt hair, right? But that's as far as it goes.
I see it. That's why I'm like, I don't like the terminology and stuff of woke or racist and everything, but I even see my quote unquote friends or people that I know who are woke.
Yeah.
And I tell them, like, that shit seemed pretty damn racist and stuff like that. Like, I seen, I didn't see the Aretha Franklin one yet, whatever. I got on deck though. But the Billie Holiday flick.
Okay.
So I was looking like, damn, that's fucked up. And I was watching it with a person and stuff, whatever, who's like, pro-black.
Right.
Sister Soldier type of chick, right?
Yeah.
So then...
punch in your mouth if you say anything.
Yeah. So I'm there watching it. I was like, damn, it's kind of fucked up. And she's like, fucking white people. I was like, whoa. Hold there. Tone down that energy.
Yeah.
Should I turn this shit off and throw on a porno? Like, I don't understand. Like,
right.
She's like, no, this shit just gets me upset. You weren't living back then. Those white people then are different from the white people we live in now.
Yeah.
White people now and stuff, they try to be your friend. I'm not saying all of them. Like, okay, there's a high school with the black doll thing and stuff, whatever. It happened recently.
Right.
I forget the name of the school, San Salininas High School in California.
Okay.
These kids are walking around a black doll, and they're calling the doll Shaniqua.
Right.
And this is for like one of their project things and stuff, whatever. But they created a whole page for this thing and stuff, whatever. And they gave it like a little black identity and all this type of stuff, whatever. And like they're making fun of the doll.
Right.
Yes, those white people are racist, and they're in modern day time.
Yes.
But that's not all of the black people, of the white people. It's the same thing as not all of the black people sell drugs or Latinos rape and kill, like what Trump was saying. It's not all. It's a portion.
And again, like I said, it's systematic. They learned that behavior.
You can unlearn it. So I don't really make excuses for that.
No, but what I'm saying at the beginning, you can unlearn it, but at the beginning, someone taught them how to be racist.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
It's not you're not born racist. You are taught either through, like I said, either through a cultural situation or a systematic situation. You are taught, right? Two kids, black and white, they'll play with each other to the end of time because all they know is happiness and fun. They don't know the difference. They might look at each other and say, "Hey, we're different as far as the color of our skin." But after that,
eat, poop, and play. That's kids.
That's kids.
That's kids. I don't know, because like, okay, let me ask you this. My next question to you is, could you ever forgive a racist that killed one of your own people?
That's a good question. That is a good question.
See, for me, I look at it where Amber Geiger.
Right.
And this thought crossed my mind and stuff, whatever. I think like after episode 48 or 49, we're approaching episode 150.
Yeah.
We've come a way. Yeah. We've come a long way. We're doing real good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's no stopping and stuff for that. So I was just saying to myself, I'm like, I guess I had like a moment of clarity. I was saying to myself, I'm like, what's different about the Marvin then at episode 1?
Right.
Compared to the Marvin approaching episode 150.
Got it.
Right?
Got it.
And I'm just looking at some things and I'm just like, yeah, I remember we spoke about Amber Geiger and everything like that. And I was like, holy shit. This man, Botham Jean, was killed in his house from Amber Geiger eating ice cream on his couch.
Right.
For the story that she went to the wrong apartment and she thought he was an intruder.
Yes.
Right. Shot him, killed him. End of his life. His family forgiven
Right.
Amber Geiger.
I remember that, and the black world went crazy. They went.
They're not related to this guy.
They went, but as nuts. Yeah.
They're not related to Botham Jean.
Right.
But this family, they've forgiven her.
Yeah.
And hugged her and
Yeah.
embraced her and everything like that. Who the fuck are we? Like, that's what I'm saying. If a racist, and that's why I looked at it, I'm like, if a racist was to kill a family member of mine,
right,
I have to honestly look at this and stuff and like, do I really consider you a racist? I have to really look at this thing objectively.
Yeah.
Now, if you're in the courtroom, because I see some cases where like, some things I've seen where like, yo, a rapist killed like the man's daughter and the man just said, fuck the courts and just went over there and punched the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's in cuffs.
Yeah.
Your emotions, everybody's different and
Of
stuff.
course.
It's a different type of realm and everything like that, right? If you acknowledge or you're willing in your point at that time
right,
to accept this person's apology, that's the only time you'll accept it.
Yeah.
The black community didn't accept her apology. But the family did.
The family did. But to be quite honest, I don't think I would have. And here's why.
Go ahead.
Because at that point, I'm whether you are or you're not, I'm not looking at the fact of you being a racist. At that point,
what are you looking at?
I'm looking at the fact that you're a murderer. Right? There was actions taken, racist or not, that was murder intent. Okay? So it could have been a black person that came in and shot. I'm not forgiving you, bro. You came in and you killed somebody near and dear to me, regardless of the circumstances.
Gotcha.
Right? So, and that's why I had to pause and think about it for a moment, because
that's cool.
At the end of the day, you're gonna have people who are racist and you don't even know it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's facts.
You might be eating lunch with them. You might be sharing a coffee. You don't even know it. And guess what? You not knowing it doesn't affect your life at all. Unless they're doing some sneaky one-handed shit behind your back. Now that's
to a degree, but the majority of it, no.
It's not going
what they eat don't make you shit.
Exactly. Right?
Right.
But here's somebody that personally crossed a line that affects your life.
I get you. You're not looking at him as racist, you're looking at him as murderer.
Right. Exactly.
Which is I agree. Look at it like as from what it is, like that, and let's not hold everything else to it, like the race factor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Because I said, I'm like, yo, this family is dope. That was amazing.
Yeah. Right.
This family's amazing. Because I'm like, you've killed my loved one and I'm embracing you. But this is not the first in history.
No.
This has been countless times. I heard like there was a situation where a death row inmate or something like, or a convict and stuff, whatever, kills such person and stuff like that. And I think the parent of the child went to go see him, said, I need to look at the killer of my child's eyes and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm really sorry and all that type of stuff. The person came out and tried to find retribution and all that type of stuff. Just rapists that try to get retribution with their people that they raped, the rape victims and stuff like that. I'm like, so people really might be sorry. But the world just writes them off as not to be sorry.
Yeah.
So if I acknowledge the sorry, like who is someone else to tell me that like, yo, he doesn't mean it. You tell me you're sorry. You did something to me. You tell me you're sorry. And we have a witness here. And the witness and stuff looks and says like, nah, you know nigga Smooth ain't sorry, right? You gonna take that apology? Yes, I accepted his apology.
Yeah, yeah.
The fuck it got to do with you?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, that's dope. That's dope to me.
I think one of our biggest problems is that a lot of us find it hard to remove our personal feelings from a situation.
Yeah.
We always want to color it through our lens. And everybody sees the world differently.
Yes. Very true. Let me ask you this. Is forgiveness a superpower? I think we underplay forgiveness. Because I feel like a lot of people, like, okay, going back to the Botham Jean family, right? The Jean family, they were church Christian people.
Yeah.
Right? If we're going by Bible standards and everything, I want to say, let's say most religions, they preach love.
Right, yes.
Bible has a few fire quotes and passages about forgiveness.
Yeah.
How are you a devoted Christian where you disregard the forgiveness thing? If you have somebody in your world, as a Christian person and stuff, whatever, say such and such, I spite you, or I'm grudgeful of you and everything like that, right?
Right.
When the fuck does your forgiveness come in? So forgiveness is not that easy then. So that means not everybody has capable the power of forgiveness. That's why I feel like it's a superpower. Because if you're not forgiving me for something that I told you, like, my bad, it won't happen, everything, and you hold me up, that's a you thing. You don't have forgiveness.
Yeah.
You're trying to forget.
Yeah.
But you didn't forgive me.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people and stuff are in that type of situation, like the Geiger situation.
Right.
Like the family forgiving this woman.
Yeah.
To this day, like if we're listing out, like, yes, we're gonna list out how many people of the badge took Black people's lives.
Yeah.
Yes, that'll be the list. But if we look at the list and like how many people and stuff have been like convicted of like who wore a badge.
Right.
And the Black people, and who are actually sorry. Chauvin wasn't sorry. Chauvin just said, y'all stay tuned till August.
Yeah.
When the other trials pop off and stuff like that. That's not a sorry man.
Nah, that's not a man.
That's not a man. Nah. That man doesn't deserve forgiveness.
Right.
Whatever, right?
Right.
This lady was in there. I seen her full photos that she looked, dolled up and at her best.
Yeah. And
then I see her in the courtroom and stuff in the blubbering mess. Yes, I will go in the court. If you put me in cuffs and say like, yo, you better fake cry to save your life or shave some time off, whatever. Yeah. Yo, I'm in that bitch and stuff. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna tell them, give me an edible. Let me get my emotions, get my anime back.
Let me get myself into character.
Yo, I'm action. I'll get into the bag to save my life. But I'm like, yo, when do we honestly say like, nah, this is show and this is real shit.
Right.
Whatever, right? If your woman comes to you like, why are you always cheating on me? You think she's acting? Yeah. If you know you're cheating on her and everything, man?
Yeah.
This is sincere shit.
Right, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Outside party who don't really know, who don't sleep with your woman and stuff like that, or not really in the mix.
Yeah.
Who the fuck am I to tell you? Nah, women get emotional all the time. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no.
Forgiveness is a superpower.
I can see that.
It's a superpower. And I think we underplay it and stuff, how drastic and stuff it is to have true forgiveness. Yo.
Not only that, the power of true forgiveness, what it does to you and how it sets you free.
You're free. Yo, who said that shit? Louis Smeds or Smedes?
Mm-hmm.
To forgive is to set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was you.
That's deep.
When I heard that shit, I was like, 130%.
That's deep.
130%. It's for you. It's not for them. It's not for them.
It's not for them. It's
not
for them. It's for you.
I don't know. At the end of the day, forgiveness is, I don't know. It's for you. It's for you. It's not for them. And people claim they can forgive. No, these people just try to forget.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a difference and stuff. And you can know the energy. You know the energy and stuff of like somebody who did something to you.
Right.
And you forgive them truly for whatever thing and stuff like that, because you're moving on like another day in paradise and stuff like that. And if you didn't forgive them and stuff like that, you look like this motherfucker thinks shit sweet. That's not forgiveness if you're saying that to the person, or you're looking at them like, look at this piece of shit right here. Can you believe this person? Or this guy right here.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not forgiveness.
No.
I sorry. I got turned.
Yeah. No. There's
I-
nothing wrong with that, man. It's one of those things that it's a life-altering decision that you're either gonna make for the purpose of yourself.
Yeah.
And not necessarily the person who you're forgiven may also feel a sense of relief.
Yeah.
To know that, okay, you know what? I've made my mistake. I've admitted to my mistake. I'm on my journey of trying to better myself. And you are not going to hold me to my former me.
Nice.
I'm not that person, and I don't want to be that person back then. You not being able to forgive me holds me to that person that I was. As soon as you are able to forgive me, it releases me from that person who I was. I no longer have ties to that.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like there's specific people and cases where it's kind of like, I don't go by the 3-strike rule. I go by 1 strike.
Yeah.
You only have 1 strike with me,
Okay.
right? And if it comes to a point where I've seen you've taken the steps to do better and get great again,
Yeah.
and all the above, then that's it. Like we're good. Everything's like Mary Poppins again.
Yeah.
Sunshine, rainbow, lollipops. But I feel like if it comes to a point where I don't see the remorse,
Right.
and if I don't see the remorse, and then not only that, you might make the same mistake again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go this way. You go that way,
Yeah.
and we just call it a day.
Clearly, the lesson that was supposed to be learned in this whole thing, you have not learned.
I mean, that's all. That's all. That's all. Let's get to the question of the week.
Question of the week.
Question of the week. Are you ready?
Ready.
Could your partner and you have sex in front of researchers for the purpose of ridding the world of AIDS?
For the purpose of ridding the entire world
The entire planet
of AIDS?
of AIDS. So you and your woman in a room like this.
Right.
One right here, thick ass glass. You can't see, but they can see you.
Right.
See y'all fucking.
Okay, so what's the levels of anonymity in this whole thing?
I don't even know what that word means.
How anonymous are me and wifey going to be?
Y'all not anonymous, man.
We're not anonymous?
Faces being seen, body parts are being seen. If you got a mole on that one butt cheek,
Yeah.
guess what? It's being
Yeah.
seen by these researchers.
No, but because, listen, man, if this whole shit is curing AIDS worldwide, I don't want to be anonymous. I don't want to be anonymous.
I want you to see the tape. That helped save the world.
See the tape, make me a motherfucking statue.
Yes.
The nigga who cured AIDS.
Well, me and my woman, because we're gonna stand together,
we
like, you know.
we might have them chisel the pose.
Could you imagine it was a doggy? Could you imagine it was a doggy? Like you all on it, like Photoshop, pose. Mr. and
Mrs. Joseph, can you hold that pose still, please?
Be like, yo, my leg's getting weak out here, but do it.
20, 30, 40, 50 years from now,
Yeah.
when they walk around with the school children,
Yeah.
that is the gentleman, folks,
That saved our planet.
that saved the planet of AIDS. I want to be known. I want to be known,
That's
man.
a yes.
It's a yes for me.
That's a
bro.
yes.
It's a yes.
That's a yes for me, dog.
It's a yes for me.
yes for me. Like, was it Randy Jackson? That's a yes for me, dog. Yo, I'm like, why am I being selfish for to help save the fucking world? But some people don't give a fuck about the world.
Nah,
They just
this
care
is
about
true.
their world.
This is true.
So I'm like, yo, AIDS have taken some lives.
Yeah.
AIDS have taken some lives. And that's the worst thing I want to say so far. Like, if you're out here having sex, the worst thing is like AIDS and herpes.
Yeah.
Right? Because HIV, AIDS, some people it converts over, some people might pass before.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
So I'm taking one for the planet.
For the planet, bro.
For the planet.
For the planet, bro. They know your name in all languages.
And when I'm coming, I wouldn't even say Shazam. I'd say, the cure! You're cured! Yo. And then I look at the glass, like at the research glass, like, you got that? I'm gonna need the footage. Good looking out. All right. Let's get to the Asher Sons. What? We're just helpful guys for the planet. We care about our people on the planet.
This is it, man. I mean, you know what I mean?
We care.
There's a lot of suffering going around. If we can
end
just one?
Up top, high five.
Come on, man.
Thank you,
Come
man.
on, bro.
Thank you, man.
Come on, bro. I'm with that.
Yo, first Ask the Sons questions comes from Certain Shades of Grey. That's a funny ass name.
Like that. I like that.
Certain Shades of Grey. What innocent Google search turned out to be porn? I had one in my head, but I thought about another one and stuff just a while ago. Back in the day when I was in middle school,
Right.
middle school because I wasn't in high school yet. Whitehouse.com wasn't the White House. Whitehouse.gov is the White House. Whitehouse.com was a porn site.
Wow.
Fam. I had a rude awakening that one time. And then I'm a teenager, so I'm getting dodgy and scared. I'm like, yo, I gotta close this shit down. Come on, I'm gonna whoop my ass, whatever, right? Because the one, back in my day, doesn't show I'm old, back in my day, we had dial-up.
Yeah.
So when I had dial-up now, couldn't nobody pick up that fucking phone.
No.
So like, you let know, like, you know those sounds and stuff when you're on the internet. So I'm like, I'm on the internet. I'm on the phone.
Right.
Don't pick up the phone. If you want to use the phone, let me know. So I'm already made it known I'm on the internet through the household. And then be like, imagine you come in the room like, yo, let me use the internet. What the fuck are you looking at on the computer? It's whitehouse.com. It's whitehouse.com.
I was doing research.
I was doing research.
What kind of research y'all doing?
Yo.
It's funny because I mean, just normal words that you'll search even nowadays, and okay, there could be something.
Train.
That's
what I was thinking about. I was like, when I put train in to look for the whole threesome and train thing, whatever, I'm getting locomotives.
Right.
So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I said Amtrak train one day to see like how much would it cost for like a person to go from Florida to Buffalo.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And they threw porno trains in like in the search. So I'm looking like, I can't fucking win. That's what I'm
saying. It could be an anonymous word where, and you know what I realized?
What's up?
With Google, if you don't have your setting on safe search, the world's your oyster, because that one keyword is just whatever is tagged to that one keyword is popping up. So even if you just say, let's say you're a doctor and you're looking at an anatomy, right? And you just type in breasts, right? You might see a chart, breasts. You might see a woman's anatomy.
Right.
But I'm guaranteeing you that you are going to see images of porn along with everything else.
I see it. It's just the innocent ones that always fucks me up. Because I remember, like the other one I was going to say, but before the White House thing came in my head was literally, I like black cherries. Right. I like black cherries and stuff, whatever. So I didn't know the porno terminology of black cherry is as like an anal virgin. So my dumb ass now, I'm like, where can you get black cherries? And then I see like some anal thing start popping up in the search. I was like, ooh, y'all getting kind of lit.
This is what I'm saying.
What is it? BT Uncut? Like Google Uncut? So I was looking I was like, how do we get here? How is anal on black cherry? And then I said it to somebody, they're like, cherry is regular virgin. The black cherry is anal. I was like, but black cherries are, you know what? Fuck you. So now every time I see black cherries now, I'm like, I'm not about to eat nobody's ass. I hope I'm eating fruit. But yeah. Next one comes from Sweet X Secret. What would the world be better off without? COVID. Yo, next question.
Next.
COVID. Like
COVID and those who claim to be woke.
Oh, amen to that. Woke and racist. COVID, woke and racist.
COVID, woke and racist. Just wrap them up in one big ball and then throw it away.
Sweet. Last question comes from Bubble Pop. What movie from the 90s? What's a popular movie from the 90s that has aged like fine wine?
I think we had a question similar to that. No?
I think so. I feel like, to me, it's still Forrest Gump.
Still Forrest Gump?
The reason why I say Forrest Gump and stuff is because I feel like Forrest Gump bodied so many types of genres in a movie.
You're right.
And then Forrest Gump, we've never got to a point where back then, or maybe I was too young to understand, to understand like mental disabilities. Because they would call him the R word, whatever, right?
Right.
They call him like that and all the above. He's slow and all the above. And then I think now we can identify and watch that. I'm pretty sure you can probably put like 3 doctors to watch the movie Forrest Gump and stuff there, and they probably have a whole psychiatric evaluation or all type of things and stuff on there. A whole breakdown on it, right? It wouldn't shock me. And I still feel like for a fictional movie, like, and the concept of stuff is like, you gotta make the best of life.
Yeah.
The guy wasn't the greatest of the fictional person.
No.
But guy lived a hell of a fucking life.
He did.
A shrimp millionaire, like army dude, ping pong champ, went to the war, integrated with, he was doing the most.
Yeah.
So for a fictional guy, he lived kind of great and he made the best out of his life.
I think the last time we encountered something similar like this, I said Shawshank Redemption, but I couldn't remember if it was a flick in the 90s, and I think we had. I think
it was.
I think we had to Google it just to make sure, but
yeah, I think it was.
But that movie, I could pop that in right now and watch it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think like was it IMDb? No, if it was IMDb. I think Rotten Tomatoes and stuff. I think one of those movie critic things. Yeah, they gave that bitch like 100.
Yeah,
and I was like, there's like minimum women in there, but I mean, for my purpose, I'm like, but I think the understanding of the whole bromance thing that went down, the prison life, and all that type of stuff. Like, no, it's a hell of a. Plus with the meanings and the teachings and stuff
the
in
meanings
it.
and just like you in your worst situation.
1994.
Okay, cool.
1994.
In your worst situation, there's always a way out for you.
Facts.
And just you got to be determined enough to just
see. I always look at it stuff like, you gotta crawl through the shit to get to the greatness. Because I think everybody think the road to riches or the road to where you want to be or where you need to be is easy.
Nah,
it takes work.
It takes work. It takes
work. And he crawled through some shit.
Literally and figuratively.
And he made, so I'm like, so if you think, you had enough of this, whatever, like, all the shit's coming at you, keep going.
Keep going.
Go through the shit.
Yeah.
Keep going. And like, if you're a religious person, I want to say, whatever deity you hold to, there might be a lesson for you, waiting for you and stuff, whatever. You might not be able to see at that pending time.
Right.
But eventually.
It'll show up, man. It'll teach you, and it's a teacher's, life is the greatest teacher, man.
Yes, man.
Life is the greatest teacher. You just got to live it to learn.
What's the song? That live your life, live your life. Yeah. That's it, man. Mama used to sing. Yeah. Oh, we at it, man. We at it. Let's get to the So Say the Sons for the week.
We are here.
We out.
And right before we jump in, just want to say this episode is brought to you by P Creative Studios. We got the tie-dye t-shirts. Marv's rocking the full black on with the logo on top. Just jump on the page. They got a lot of different styles to give you. They got the Toronto Born.
Yes.
Man, listen, man. Shout out to PK and also shout out to Dezua. We got the Suns 150 giveaway, right? King Aqua just added. So make sure you jump in, join the contest. And this is it. I wouldn't mind winning this shit, bro.
I'm greedy.
This is a lot of shit.
I'm greedy.
This is a lot of shit. I wouldn't mind winning this, man.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. Once again, man, hit us up on all the socials and the plugs and everywhere. You know how to find us at Podical Sons. At Podical Sons. Don't hesitate to send the Ask the Sons questions. We love them. We appreciate them.
Love them. Appreciate
Keep sending them in.
Yes.
We are you and you are us.
And yo. Shout out to the lovely young lady who did a sun sighting yesterday while I was out and about. And she hailed us up. She said thank you. So she follows us on IG. I didn't catch her name, but I just wanted to say thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for supporting us. And
damn, boo, you got a full episode dedicated to you.
She got one dedicated to her.
Tell his wife. Send his wife this episode.
Send it to her.
And let her know. You're next. I'm fucking her out. Trouble at home.
We appreciate you.
Yes.
We appreciate all our fans and supporters.
All the supporters.
Yeah.
So say the Sons this week. I have, in order to get what's right for you, let go of the wrong first.
So say the Sons.
I feel like a lot of people, in my opinion, they're caught in a situation where they're looking like, they feel like they're 10 steps ahead and like 20 steps going back.
Right.
There's something wrong. That's right there. You need to deal with before you can move forward.
Yes.
And the prime example and stuff, I was saying to somebody and stuff, I'm like, if your credit is that fucked, do you really think this is the time to be trying to dabble into the stocks, into the market? I'm like, try and balance out that side and stuff, whatever, first, because you don't want to sink yourself in a possible hole more further when you could have used this capital to kind of free yourself from that and better your standpoint.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, deal with the wrong first before you try to get right.
Yeah.
And he paused, he looked at me and stuff, and he's like, is that So Say the Sons? I'm like, is it? Until now.
Now it is.
So yes, but agreed.
I definitely agree with you, man. It's like, it's one of those things there. You have to, your footing has to be sure. Right? Because there's a lot of things that can make you slip if your footing's not sure. So you got to make sure you're standing on solid ground. You built that foundation. That foundation is strong. And when you jump, you can jump higher. But if you don't, but you're gonna land on that foundation, and you're not falling through any bricks.
True that. Well said. Once again, folks, we outside now. We back in the studio. Once again, thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember, the difference between genius and stupidity, that genius has its limits. Peace and love, y'all.
Peace and love.
Peace.
Peace.
The Podical Sons with not your average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.